Rifleman. Starring Chuck Connors.
Jan. That guy over there, he's tossing nickels. All you gotta do is catch one. Why is he doing it? Oh, I don't know. Guess he's just being friendly. Hey, you want one or not? Oh, sure. Well, come on.
Yeah.
Hey, mister, I got another customer for you.
Oh, good. Hey, better roll up your sleeve, son.
Oh. I'm ready, sir. Come on, kids. Hey, get going! Man! Thanks, mister.
Just a minute, son.
Yeah?
Got yourself a birthmark on your arm, huh?
Uh-huh.
How old are you?
12.
Name do your folks go by?
My boy's name is Lucas McCain.
Your mother?
But she died when I was little. Come on, Mark! Well, I better be getting back to school. Well, thanks, mister.
It's all right. So long, son. It's our boy.
You mean that's Wingate's boy?
Find the telegraph office and wire him right away.
Wingate? That's right.
Captain Gordon. Gordon Detective Agency. This is my associate, Lon Perry. I wired you the minute we located your boy.
Sure it's him, eh?
Fits the description. Right down to the birthmark on his arm.
We'll see. Where is he?
A few miles out of town. Lives with a man named McCain.
Good. You get me a horse for a ride out there.
Now, just a minute, Mr. Wingate. Aren't you forgetting the reward money?
You read that circular carefully, you see that I'll pay $2,000 for the legal recovery of my son. That mean you ain't paying? Not until I've lawfully got my boy.
What about our expenses? We spent a lot of money finding that boy.
That's your risk, not mine. I've paid off too many detectives on too many wild goose chases, and I'm not...
What's the matter?
Long, hot trip. I'll be all right. Just a spell.
You got the money with you?
There's a draft in the local bank. You stay there till I've got proof the boy is mine.
Looking for a man named McCain.
I'm McCain?
I'm Captain Gordon, Gordon Detective Agency. This is Mr. Wingate.
Wingate.
Mr. Perry.
Hi. What can I do for you, gentlemen?
Wondering if you're the McCain I had in mind.
I'm the only McCain in North Fork.
The man I want's got a boy with him.
Well, that'd be my son, Mark.
How old is he?
12.
It's the right age.
The man we're looking for isn't from around here. You ever been near the Mississippi?
Well, fact is, I have. Years ago.
In 71?
No, it was later. More like 73.
You're sure you're not mistaken?
I'm quite sure. What is this all about, mister?
My son disappeared in the Mississippi riverboat fire of 71.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
My wife, too. They found Laura, but they never found Robert.
There's my boy now.
Hi.
Son, this is Mr. Wingate, Captain Gordon, Mr. Perry.
Robert. Robert. I've been looking so long, son.
He's not your boy, Mr. Wingate.
Got her eyes and her coloring.
Now listen to me, man. Listen to me, Mr. Wingate. I'm sorry about you losing your son, but that doesn't mean you can come around here claiming mine.
10 years I've been looking. And now I found him. He's mine, McCain. I'm your father, Robert.
No, you
Well,
aren't...
that's enough, Mr. Wingate. Now get this straight. I'm giving you and your friends 1 minute to get off this ranch.
Prize that hand of yours. Keep it away from that rifle. There'll be no force used. I've got money, McCain. I'll fight this in the courts. I'll prove that he's mine legally. You hear?
McCain, this boy fits the description of Wingate's missing son 100%. Wingate. Go get some water, son. He's having another spell. Well, I'll bring him in the house. You better ride into town and get the doc. Well, if you care anything about your client's future, don't stay there gawking. Go get the doctor. Here, hold it, son.
Don't worry, Robert. I'm all right.
We'll get him inside, son.
It's not my heart.
You're right. Taking the stage all the way from St. Louis in this heat probably brought it on. Right now, you need rest and quiet.
I've got a room in town.
I don't want you moving tonight.
Doc, I don't want this man spending the night here.
Luke! Bring him to my office in your wagon tomorrow. Riding a horse would be too jarring for him.
I'll bring him now.
Luke, I don't know what's wrong, but this is a sick man. Tomorrow.
Mighty good food, McCain. I never learned to be a very good cook myself. Living alone like I do, there never seemed to be much call to bother with food. Of course, with a boy around the house, you got company with your meals.
Engage you. You do some kind of work back home?
I have a leather tanning business. The sign over the door says, Wingate and Son. I added the son just after Robert was born. I never took it off.
Don't you have any other children, Wingate?
It was 5 years before we had Robert. We'd almost given up hope. When he was 2, we took a steamboat down the Mississippi to New Orleans. I was on deck when the boilers blew up. Somebody must have pulled me out of the river. Others weren't so lucky. They had all the bodies lined up in a barn.
Wingate, there's no need to go into
Well, Laura was there. But not Robert. I spent weeks in town looking for him. I asked everybody. Somebody took him, I'm sure of that. Probably some childless couple.
Don't you think it's getting late? We ought to go to bed.
10 years I've been looking and paid off more than a dozen detectives, but it was worth it. I finally found my son, my Robert.
Oh, my name's Mark.
It's all right, son. I know how hard it must be for you.
Look, Mr. Wingate, I don't mean to upset you, but I've got plenty of proof Mark's mine.
Where? What kind of proof?
It's all there. Date of the wedding, Mark's birth, my wife's death.
You could have written this in any time.
Wingate, that's a Bible.
You'll never stand up in a court of law.
Oh, Paul. Paul!
I'm sorry, son. You go on to bed. I'll be right there. It's all right. It's all right. Wingate, when you're feeling better, we'll talk about it. But not in front of the boy. Mark?
I'm not his son, am I?
No, you're not his son. You're a part of your mother and me.
I feel sorry for him, but why did he have to pick me for his son?
I don't know, Mark, but I'm gonna find out.
I think maybe he's a little sick in the head.
No, he's sick in the heart. Like I'd be if I lost you and spent years trying to find you. That could be a powerful grief. You better get ready for bed, huh?
Paul, I love you.
I know you do.
I never gave up hope of finding him, Laura. Thank you, Lord, for returning my son to me.
I'm getting sick of hanging around here. When are we going to do something?
Wingate still hasn't come back from McCain's.
Why don't we go out there, get him, make him give us the money, and then get out of here?
The money's in the bank, remember?
What are we supposed to do, just sit around?
I'll have another talk with Wingate. Tell him we need some money to get the case started.
Sure.
You got a better idea?
Yeah. Kill McCain.
You know what you're saying?
Sure. I get him to draw on me, kill him, and Wingate can claim the boy, we get our money and get out of here.
McCain doesn't look like a man who dies easy. I've been checking. He stays pretty fast with that rifle of his.
You've never seen me throw down on a man, have you, Gordon? You don't tuck some sense into Wingate, you just might get that chance.
I suppose I ought to thank you, McCain. Robert?
My name's not Robert.
Here, why don't you take this and buy yourself something you've been wanting?
I'm sorry, I can't.
It's just a little present for helping take care of me. It'd give me great pleasure.
I'm sorry, Mr. Wingate, but my pa's taught me never to take money from strangers. Well, they gave away your room when you didn't show up last night, but this one's better anyway. Here, just filled this fresh this morning.
Well, thank you. What's a boy your age doing working here?
Well, a man's got to earn a living. If there's anything else you want, just ask for $1.10.
What's that?
$1.10, that's my name. A man once gave me 10 cents for a shoe shine and $1 for a tip. And I had the name ever since.
No, I know a boy who wouldn't take this. Maybe you will.
Gee, thanks, mister. Thanks.
Well, Mr. Wingate, you're looking much better.
Yeah, you look just fine. I'm all right. I was just going to get some rest. What do you want?
I've got quite a bit of experience in legal matters, and I thought I'd get our case started. Of course, that'll take some money.
I'll handle that myself.
I think you're making a mistake.
I don't make mistakes.
Well, in that case, since you seem to have no further use for our services, we might as well leave town.
Well, keep in touch so I'll know where to send the reward money. We want it now, before we go. You can trust me. Now. I told you, not a cent until the boy is mine. McCain's got no proof. You'll have to wait till the courts decide. Maybe you will.
I'll let it go, Ron. I'm beginning to see some merit in your idea after all.
What idea?
Don't you worry about a thing. Just get your rest and leave everything to us.
I remember keeping it, Lucas, boy. Yeah, here we are. $2,000 reward for information leading to the whereabouts and legal establishment of Robert Wingate as the son of Aaron and Laura Wingate, missing since the Mississippi River boat fire of 1871.
Now 12 years old, brown hair, dark eyes, birthmark on right forearm.
If a man wanted to, he could find a dozen boys fitting that description.
Well, Wingate's been looking a long time. He must have seen a lot of boys who fit it. Now he's convinced himself Mark's the one. I guess with each disappointment, he tried harder to believe the next one would be his.
I don't like it, Lucas. Offering this much money makes it an awful temptation to stir up trouble.
Micah, what do you know about this Gordon and his partner?
I don't know the big fella, but I remember Gordon. He's nothing but a ordinary bounty chaser trying to sound legitimate by calling himself a detective. You be careful, Lucas. They may try anything to get their hands on that reward money.
Even kill me. Micah, I'm going over and have a talk with Wingate. There's your chance.
Leave it to me. McCain, I want a word with you.
I've got nothing I want to say to you.
I take offense when a man refuses my company.
Well, take offense, mister. It's gotta look legal.
is it now, McCain?
Wingate, I want you to do me a favor. Pack your things and get out of town.
I'm not doing you any favors, and you can't force me to leave.
Nobody's trying. Look, be reasonable, man. Mark's my boy, and no amount of lawyers or detectives are going to prove otherwise.
We'll see about that.
Look, Wingate, you're stirring up a lot of trouble with this search of yours. Those men who call themselves detectives, they're nothing but cutthroats looking to make some easy money.
I've had enough of you. They're not going to get a cent until after I get Robert.
Well, that's what I'm worried about. They'll do anything to get their hands on that reward. They're down there right now, waiting to provoke me into a gunfight. And the chance they'll kill me and make it easy for you to get Mark.
That's a lie, McCain. I said there'd be no force. Now you get out. Get out!
All right, Wingate, I'm going. But you remember this. If they do gun me down, you may get my boy. But you won't have one happy moment till the day you die, because down deep, you'll know he's my boy, not yours.
I should have gotten it over with while I had the chance.
You'll get your chance.
You were saying something to me a while back, friend. What was it?
I hear you're a bear with that rifle, McCain.
Yeah, I'm a bear.
All right, Sodbuster. Show me. Now!
Hold it, Gordon.
Gordon, I'm arresting you for the attempted murder of Lucas McCain.
Ah, it was his idea. He wanted to go up against McCain.
Why? It was to get my boy, wasn't it? Wasn't it? You knew all along Mark was a Wingate's son, didn't you? Didn't you?
Wingate was paying $2,000 to find him a son. Yours was as good as any.
McCain! I've been a fool. I wanted my son so bad, I almost got an innocent man killed. Please forgive me, Mark.
Mr. Wingate, could you please pass the spuds?
Here you are. I swear, $10, it's hard to believe you're the same boy that was underneath all that dirt.
That dirt is the result of honest labor. $10 holds more jobs and works harder than most grown men I know.
Don't your folks ever get you to wash your face?
Oh, $10 hasn't got a family. He's an orphan.
You don't say.
Nearly everybody in Norfolk has offered him a home, but $10 likes to be independent.
That may be so, Lucas. But a boy needs somebody. $10, how'd you like to come back to St. Louis with me? I've got a big house there. I live all alone. You could stay with me. If you wanted to learn the leather tanning business, I could teach you.
Well, sure, I'd like that.
Well, and one day you could take it over and run it, like being my own son.